Howdy, Ramblers!
Welcome to another homebrew recipe experiment.
We asked the other day what people thought we should make. One person suggested a porter, a Craig Tube porter, and Carl suggested a chocolate stout. And since stout comes from porter, technically we're kind of doing both. So we decided, let's go for it. Let's make a really chocolatey, triple chocolate, quadruple chocolate stout. When you hear what Carl was suggesting, I think you'll see why we went there.
So I'm thinking, okay, you got chocolate, you got smokiness, what does that make you think of in the summer? S'mores. What if we can make a chocolate stout that has some kind of like graham cracker characteristics, a little bit of that campfire smoke, and then when you're done, put in some vanilla ice cream, make yourself a s'more.
That's when I decided that we should pull out a couple of the malts we were originally had in, add in the chocolate wheat, add in the Belgian biscuit, and eventually we switched away from the peat, which was a little strong, to just a little tiny bit of a German smoked malt, and added back in some roasted barley, because what we wanted to do was take a really chocolatey sweet stout and then also kind of match it up with some malts that are going to be kind of bready. Maybe we can bring out a little bit of the idea of a cookie in there.
The hops, we just did some Apollo in there at the 60-minute along with the cocoa powder. Then some Northern Brewer followed up by a Willamette. So it's supposed to just complement it and not really stand out too much.
It's not a whole lot of hops. But we did put some thought into it. The Northern Brewer often has kind of a minty flavor, and I thought for a flavor hop that could mesh really well with the chocolate.
So this beer is ready to ferment. The yeast has been pitched. We put some English ale yeast in there.
All right, well, we'll see you in like 2 months.
Yeah.
So here we are, finally have the beer brewed and poured in a glass and ready to go. I guess let's just go ahead and take a look at it and see what the clarity is like.
Looks like tar.
It's black.
It
You can't
is.
see through it. There's no clarity, there's no light coming through it. Looks pretty well carbonated. It's got some lacing. Okay, well let's see what it smells like.
There's definitely some chocolate. Almost like smells like burnt sugar.
Yeah, like a brownie on the bottom that's burnt. Smells sweet.
And it's almost like a slight hint of fruitiness, maybe a little raisin or something.
Or like rum. Okay, well now I'm curious, so let's see how this tastes before we put the ice cream in, and then we're gonna try it with a float after this. So cheers.
Cheers. Pretty aggressive. You can taste, I think, a little bit of that peat, the smokiness at the end. The middle's really kind of oily, and there's just kind of like a nice little attack when you first get into it.
Yeah, I expected it to be a little bit more heavy in the mouthfeel, but he's right, it's a little oily, which is interesting and bitter. So I guess we're going to call it the triple chocolate cocoa cookie stout because it kind of tastes like a cookie. I think it came out pretty well. What do you think?
Same here, and I think since it is a little bit aggressive, once we actually put the ice cream in, it should have a nice little balance to it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let's go there next. Now, the time we've all been waiting for. Carl's moment. It kept him alive in the wilderness.
It did. That was...
Ice cream float. Ice cream float.
I don't want any negative comments from any crazy purists out there.
Okay, so we have made ourselves a float. We're ready to try it.
Yeah, we did.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what Carl was going for.
I like sweetness from the marshmallow, then we already kind of got the cocoa and the crackers in there.
It definitely tastes kind of like a really mature s'mores.
Yeah.
Well, good. We did it.
All right.
All right, well, that's it for the triple chocolate cocoa cookie stout experiment.
Yeah.
We can't wait to do something like this again, and we're gonna go finish our I guess these are floats. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. You can also like us on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're also on Tumblr. If you'd like to see what we've been drinking lately, we're also on Untapped. We're Ramblin' Bears on all of those, even though you found us here at Ramblin' Beer. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ramble on. Cheers.
Cheers.